Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode on Channel 64, and we are starting in the storage room because I finally worked on the back. Oh, yeah, so instead of going onto the single player world and piddle around like I do sometimes between episodes, I decided to put my nose down and start working. And I like it. I think it does pretty well. It adds in some more colors. We have these stripped jungle logs up there. We changed the shape of the arch just a little bit, and we continued some details throughout the storage room. So there's a lot of tie-in, and I think it turned out really, really well. I'm excited about it. Granted, we don't have this side done, but I'm hoping to maybe change that this episode. So this episode, I want to focus in on the Grand Hall. I always said that the Grand Hall was going to be just a patchwork thing and we'd work on it at times and when we had the ability to. Well, one of the things I also did off camera was I went deep slate mining. We needed a lot of that, so I ended up with like a double chest and a half. We should be good for a bit, so we're going to work on the hall. One of the things I want to do is I want to get these big pillars finally done. This one has never been touched. This one's been touched a little bit. Go ahead and maybe get these guys done because they haven't been touched since I built them, and I want to get the elevators in. So I've determined this is where the up and down is going to be. So we're going to install water elevators on this side and that side, and I think it's going to work out pretty well. Now, these spaces between rooms, I don't know. I need a, I don't want to say easy, but I need a wall pattern that's not busy. That's a better word. A non-busy wall pattern so it doesn't take away from like this or the rooms, but can still fill in gaps. I did this on Ripple Season 3 with the underwater dome, and it worked out really well. Especially because I like to jam as much as I can into the walls. So there's usually not a lot of flat space left. But first thing I want to do is I want to get the elevators and these guys done first. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of finish out the shape. Go ahead and probably get this elevator in since that's where our one upstairs room is. And then we'll come back and talk about the idea behind it. Okay, elevators are in place, and I do mean elevators. I've gotten both sides, at least lower side, complete. Pretty simple, but functional. We can go through, we go up, pop right out. I did not do the complete upstairs on either side because I needed to get some work done elsewhere. A loud truck drives by. So what I needed to figure out was the ceiling line. I know how I want the ceiling to look, but I need to know how the ceiling connects with the upper story. So to do that, I had to kind of get a design in place and some layouts going. So that's what this netherrack is. It's going to be a layout for the bottom of the ceiling line. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the entire ceiling line in. Just kind of, it's a good measuring stick. I've got all this deep, so you can see I've extended this up. It had stopped here. I went ahead and brought it all the way up. That's the completed height of the ceiling, matches with there. I have also gone through, you can see down here, and finished this up. Just kind of completing things. And when you look on this side, hang on. Like that side, just that little added piece right there is making that bottom section feel a lot more complete. Except for when you like see that stuff. Let's get into a better angle. So like when you cover up that stuff, like it feels a lot more cohesive. I can't wait to get more into it. But what I need to do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's on my mind and it's something I want to go ahead and knock out. So I'll knock out that and do the connecting pillar because I still need to do that. And then we'll be right back. Okay guys, little more work done. We can see some discrepancies. We'll get to that in a second. But I went ahead and completed these guys. No detail yet. got the elevators fully completed, intact, ready to go, finishing the uprights right there. But let's talk about this stuff, because this is where I left off saying I wanted to do this. And originally, let's go into free cam mode here. This was where I was going to be. The one thing I didn't like was how flat this large space was, and then trying to figure out how to wrap it around this pole. Then I had this idea. So I would come out, then come around. That gets rid of our large flat spot. And then I would basically come in front of this pole, so I wouldn't have to worry about how it incorporated there. The only thing is I kind of lose how thick this large support is, which is kind of the main thing I liked about it. But I still think this is the better way to go, specifically because of this pole right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this, which means I need to rip this down and do this. But I wanted to bring you guys back to show you kind of thought process and how I'm doing some things. So this was good, but this is better. So we'll be back once I get this side matching, and then I'm going to go ahead and do this front section too. Okay, roof line is in, and I've been playing with the underside a bit. I like it, I don't like it, I think the problem is we're missing some details in some spots. Things like normally I would have that horizontal log where this trapdoor is, so brought up one block, but then I needed half slabs to cover the basalt, because the basalt's at the same level as the stairs. So I kind of need it like this, so we're gonna go with it. I've added the hanging lanterns. I don't know if that's gonna get too busy, because I've basically been doing every time we have one of these guys. It might be too much, it might not. I don't know. I'm also low on resources. I'm gonna have to take a timeout and do some digging and stuff. We're good on deep slate, but some of the basalt, I need to go ahead and use the generators some more, and the dark oak, all mangrove wood too. Well, I haven't even used the mangrove wood inside of this stuff yet, and I have like 10 logs of that. So we're gonna do some shopping. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's head to the shopping district and do some shopping now. And I forgot a half slab up there. 3 diamonds a stack. There's none left. Oh no. No, alright, so we're gonna get one diamond's worth of black stone, because I am all out of that. What was the other thing? Oh, ancient debris, 2 diamonds each. Make sure, okay. So we're gonna go boom, boom. We get 2 of those. And that should give me enough to finish out and do another tool set. Cool. Alright, let's head back. Okay, one shopping spree later. Well, it really wasn't much of a spree, but shopping trip later and some more work over here. And I think I have the roof line or ceiling line done. I think it looks pretty good. It wasn't as busy as I was fearing it would be. So I think this looks real good, and it's got me thinking about changing some of my designs. I did originally plan on having a more dome-ish top with glass up there, but because of my dome in Ripple Effect Season 3, I think I'm going to go against it because of how much glass it has a refraction problem. Let's see, I think we can see it. You know what? I think it's the glass for the sorting room. I think you can tell in it. So if we come up here, so yeah, you can see right here. See this line? This line shouldn't be there, but yet for some reason it is. And when you put lots of glass in on a big surface, you'll get like a big giant chunk of those, and I always had to fight through that in season 3 with that dome ceiling. I want to say, yeah, look right here. See how it's reflecting or refracting right here? I don't even think refracting this is the right term for it. But anyways, the appearance is messed up. And that's always been a nuisance. You can see it right there. I don't know why it does it, but it drives me crazy. So I think I'm going to remove the glass idea and just create a hard ceiling. Now I'm going to leave the ceiling for today because there's one material I need a lot of and I just don't have it yet. But one of the things I want to do is work on here. You can see I have this in place. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I thought this shape would look really good. Once I had it deep slated in, I'm not liking it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do this for this section right here. I was originally waiting for this before I did this, but I think I'm going to go opposite. I'll go this way, and then we'll do that to figure out what to do here. So, be right back. It's done, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's wrapping around our poles we have on either side. Looks good. I've got this little jut out right here in the middle, which will compensate for the arch. The only problem is I still don't know what to do right there. I sat here for basically an entire evening just trying to figure out what to do here. I think I gotta move on and work on other things than to stress about this. A good thing that happened is Loki heard I was out of, or that Tarek shop was out of mangrove wood, and he's letting me use his farm for a bit. So we're gonna head over there and see if we can get some wood. Okay, we're here at Loki's base, and wow, the magnitude of this place is insane. There's parts of things. You know what? I'm not going to show you everything. You need to go watch Loki to see the rest of it. It's massive. It's awesome. And there's a tree farm somewhere. I can't remember where exactly. This is not the one I need. Ah, this is the one I need. Okay, so if I remember, he showed me the other night. I can come over here. I can grab a few. You know what? We're going to put them here. I don't need to do anything special with my inventory. I can come over here, press the switch, and then... Oh, I'm mistiming it. Basically, I just need to hold down the click button, and it does everything for me. So we're going to chill here for a bit, and then come back. Alright guys, back from Loki's farm, and yeah, we did pretty good. This is about 40 minutes of AFK time, even though I really wasn't AFK. And that's because Loki's farm is the most dangerous farm I've ever used. And I don't mean that it tried to kill me. So on the footage you can see on the screen now, I was wrapping up my time on the farm, and unbeknownst to me, a pillager patrol was coming by. Where is the sheriff when we need them? Pillager patrol snuck up on me. I got shot. I quickly flew away. The big thing is, this isn't my farm, so I'm scared to death that anything can break it. So I immediately flew away to despawn everything. All good. Everything worked out fine. So I come back. I'm collecting the mangrove wood, and what do you know? A creeper chases me down and blows up the actual redstone. The one thing I was trying to avoid. What the heck? Needless to say, we're back in the base now, and we have a good bit of texturing materials. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. It kind of doesn't feel like we got a ton of work done, but this was actually a lot. The Great Hall is always a slow progress. We saw that with the first episode we worked in here, but now I think a lot of things are falling in place and they should move quicker. So I'm pretty excited about that. I already have next episode for the most part planned out, so I will probably be jumping into it. It's just if I were to do what I was going to do in that episode, this YouTube video would probably be like 45 minutes long, and I feel like that's just too much. So we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's good to be on Channel 64 for multiple episodes in a row, and we're going to keep going with that. So if you like the episode, hit the like. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.